a lot of shade being thrown around about AI, Nvidia, the stock market. The reality, man, when it comes to the stock market, you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to quite a few aspects. So it's not for the beginners. It's really not. I cannot say that enough. I've been saying that for a long time. You got to take your time to either research and study and learn and understand how the system works, how the companies affect things, and is there true value in a company. Like, these are important, critical, like, aspects that you've got to take into consideration that unfortunately far too many don't want to do. The other option is to just truly pay someone else. Pay someone who is an expert. You can take the time, spend the money to pay someone who knows what they're doing. You know, knows what they're doing. They are a trained professional. That's what Berkshire Hathaway is. Most people, you know, you go to these, you know, you can go to a big time brokerage or firm or whatever. You can go to a small little one, a local one. You know, you can do it however you want, but ultimately either you need to spend the money and let them take their little 1%. You know, take their little 1%. They take their little 1%. 1% is huge, man. 1% is a big deal for them. If you're putting enough money in, 1% is nothing for you, because you wouldn't make those profits if it wasn't for them. You know what I mean? That's what you got to keep in perspective. You got to remember that you wouldn't be getting those gains if it wasn't for them. You know, their expertise is gonna put those dollars in your pockets. So give them their little piece to be more secure. Or take the time to learn and study. And like I said, there's a lot of people up in arms that are wanting to, you know, get loud, get mad, get all kinds of hostility, and, you know, they want to throw a lot of shade talking about the stock market. They want to throw a lot of shade talking about, well, the stock market. They've been, you know, bashing the stock market for a good while, and Wall Street and all that. But now you got all kinds of people wanting to talk bad about, you know, or you've had people talking bad about AI for several years now too. But AI is the wave of the future, man. It's a new thing and it's awesome. It's not even that new, but it's finally where it should be. It is finally where they said 10 years ago it was gonna be. It's finally there. So the thing is the fact that they finally made this progress, it's an incredible tool that you can use. And you don't want to use it? Fine, don't use it. Do you want to make some money off of it? Nvidia is an incredible company that, you know, just one of many. I've mentioned it before. My son, Corey, who is 10, he just turned 10 last month. Like, he turned 10 literally a month ago today. He turned 10 a month ago today, and he invested in Nvidia last year. Corey and Colton, my boys, have their own stock portfolio. They do. They're on their way, and they pick and choose the things that they want to invest in. And Nvidia was one that Corey wanted to invest in, mostly because he saw it in Dad's portfolio, and he saw that last year it was already doing well, and he asked me if I felt it was going to keep doing well, and I was like, yeah, absolutely, man. Nvidia's got so much potential. And so he asked me, what was the company, like, what does this company do? And I like broke it down, you know, a little bit, and said, hey, it's an AI company. They're developing, you know, things digitally and stuff like that. And he was like, well, that's cool. And I was like, it is cool. And so he thought it was really neat, and it was a really cool thing. And he already saw that I was making, like, I was already in the black, man, and I was just rising. And so he was like, well, if it's in your portfolio and it's already winning, I want to win, and I want that one. Now, he chose a couple other things. He's got 4 different things in his portfolio right now. I'm not going to dive all into that. But the thing is people want to throw shade at Wall Street. People want to throw shade at AI because they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Even people, I remember Alex Ramosi was talking about it in one of his podcasts. He was like, look, man, AI was something I wasn't about it. You know, they first started talking about it. It's like, I'm not going to use that. I don't need that. I'm not going to get into that because I'm just not feeling it. It's something that I think maybe somebody might use, whatever, but it's just not, you know. And you know what? I was kind of the same way about crypto at first. Bitcoin, I was like, I'm not, you know, feeling it. And it took me a minute to really get into it. And the thing is then this is not me promoting crypto. This is not me promoting AI. This is me promoting the idea of keeping an open mind and actually researching what it is that you're for or against. And I mean, if you want to be like, hey, I'm not in it and I don't want any part of it, then there's plenty of other ways to make money. But to sit here and throw shade that, oh, they're ruining the world and stuff like that, people like Matt Walsh out there slamming, and AI is not a problem. AI is not a bad thing. It's an incredible tool. Absolutely incredible tool. It's just a matter of any other tool. It's a matter of how you use it. Social media is an incredible tool if you use it properly. A hammer is an incredible tool if you use it to build something. If you use it to smack someone in the head, obviously you're ruining someone's life. It's just like any other tool, man. If you use a tool for what it's meant for, it can be incredible. But in the hands of the wrong person, yeah, any tool, something as simple as a hammer or as complex as AI, can be bad. Let's just keep perspective, okay? So AI, Nvidia just skyrocketed last week in the stock market. And that means, honestly, what? If we're being honest, and we go back to the many times that I've talked to y'all about the stock market and what the actual the intrinsic value, or the intrinsic worth that they're claiming that it has on the market, what does that mean? That just means that's what somebody's willing to pay for it. That's just what somebody's willing to pay for that share. Does that mean that company is worth so much more? Or if it goes down, it's worth so much less? No, that's what people will claim, but that's not what it really is. It's the perceived value at that moment. So let's just keep things into perspective, and let's not lose sight of that, because if we don't lose sight of that, then we understand the market better, and then we can more take advantage of the many, many, many opportunities that we have had and that we will have, because there's going to be more. If you didn't get on the Nvidia train, that's okay. You know, there's going to be plenty more. There's so many things. There was people who cashed in on Tesla. There was people who cashed in, way back in the day, cashed in on IBM, Colgate, all kinds of stuff. But, there's plenty of those that today you try to get in late, and it's not worth, you're not going to make the gains that you could have. If you got in on Tesla when Tesla was like $8, you're crushing it right now. But if you got in on Tesla when it was $300, I hope you got out when it hit $6. It's just all relative, And so that's why it takes understanding what those numbers mean. And it takes a lot of time and patience to study it, or you pay someone who understands it. That's it. Just wanted to share my 2 cents on that. It's your boy. Y'all stay tuned. I got more coming at y'all. Y'all have a most excellent day. I'm out.